Hey, how y'all doing today? It's another beautiful day for me. I hope it's another beautiful day for thee. And today I'm going to talk about a couple of things, but first of all, I just wanted to let you know that yesterday's podcast that was about the whole not getting distracted thing, not getting involved into political discussions, heated arguments, battles, right? Getting into arguments and debates and hating each other and getting mad and all the drama, right? That wasn't an endorsement of one or another candidate. That was a non-partisan video, a non-partisan podcast. I really hate that I feel like I had to say this because I had some pushback on that, but the people who responded misunderstood the intent. The intent of that podcast was to help you, the listener, writers, creative people, who are making something. You're building, you're creating something. You're making something of value. You're building your business, whatever that may be. You are creating something that will help you financially, and help you, it's like your resume. Think of it that way. Instead of spending all your energy in these battles that don't build anything, that don't create anything, that don't, have a product at the end of it. And by product, I don't mean I don't mean just your book. I'm talking about what is the ROI from this? What is the return of investment from that discussion? Did it do something for you? If it did something for you that you have, if it was constructive in some way, it helped you get on the road to creating something, making something, building something, then by all means have at it, right? This was a very nuanced conversation. What I'm trying to tell you is save your energy. Save your energy so that if you're not building something from that conversation, you can just bow out of it and move on. It's not going into a hug box or an echo chamber. It's not any of that. It's you staying focused, because at the end of the day, we live, right? We're born, we live, we die. We live for a purpose, and the purpose should be what you decide it's gonna be, right? You create the thing you want to create, and you're not letting anybody distract you. It's all about staying focused. I did a video quite a while ago at the beginning of the year, towards the beginning of the year, and it was called, Focus Like a Hawkeye. I highly recommend you watch that video. At the end of this podcast, I'll have that linked in there again. I did that in the previous episode. I'm going to have that again. Super important for you. Okay, now, that aside, I want you to understand that this is always going to be a business-oriented podcast. This is a creative but also business-oriented podcast where we get together, and we talk about our projects, what we're going to do, what we're up to, what's our goal, what's our Zol, and what are the steps we're taking to making that. I like world building. I'm a world builder. I'm a world creator. I make worlds. I write. I make cultures. I make histories. All that stuff. I'm all about creating an adventure, the hero's journey. I'm a big fan of that. Lots and lots of mediums to choose from when it comes to expressing that and also consuming that, right? I like to fill up my day with marketing, being able to network with people, writing help, writing tutorials, writing improvement skills, because writing every day is, necessary, and also writing is a muscle. If you're not using it, if you're not doing it, you're gonna get rusty. So I always look for new types of writing exercises to do, things of that nature, right? Writing techniques, ways to hone your skill, craft better, writing dialogue better, etc., right? Making connections better, right? That's another thing I do a lot. A lot of the things I do have to do with learning how to be able to write concisely and also write persuasively and be able to talk to people, and that's what podcasting is all about, is having a discussion with people, whether it's a monologue or if it's a one-on-one conversation, or if it's like a fishbowl conversation where you're talking to multiple people and everybody who's part of the panel has their piece. It's great. I love it. All of this, it all connects. It all connects to what? Create and build your brand, to build your business and expand. And that is how you become a successful writer, by the way. All of that together makes you a successful writer, right? It makes you more, out there. It makes you more able to reach out to other people and be able to what? Expand your business, expand your reach, expand your readership. That's the number one goal. Write a good story, of course, make a good product, obviously, but also you have to expand your readership. I mean, if you're not already up there in, status, popularity, however you want to put it, if your name's not already a household name, then you have an uphill battle. You have to work every day to grow your brand, grow your name, right? It's especially more difficult than, in my opinion, than to be as a writer than as an artist. Whereas an artist, you can put your product out there and you are able to visually, demonstrate your prowess. Whereas with a writer, you have to kind of get people into a more of a funnel situation, because you need to get them to kind of buy in a little bit, right? A little bit of trust has to be established. Whereas if you're an artist, the work speaks for itself. It's right there. Either you like it or you don't. Either you dislike it or you love it, however you want to put it. It's all about, at that point, it's all about perception, right? And so you're able to quickly establish that if you're an artist. Whereas with a writer, you have to build that trust. You have to consistently work at building that rapport between you and the reader. It's like everything else. It's like relationships. It's like business partnerships. You have to consistently build that rapport. Every day you're getting better. Every day you're building more and more rapport. Every day you're out there. You're putting yourself out there. One thing I believe in is that the future is going to be all about consuming entertainment medium from people you trust. It's not going to be corporate anymore. It's going to be all about people you trust, because a lot of people are getting sick and tired of whatever agenda an organization or corporation has that people innately see right through. Because at this point, I mean, the research is out there. You could just Google any company, what they're into, what they're all about, and you can figure that out. You can also Google people's reviews of the thing and their analysis. It's really, at this point, you have to be transparent. If you're trying to put something and pull one over on people, it's not going to work. And that's the future. The future is going to be all about, making a story, just telling a story, and not, putting something in there that people are like, what's going on? What kind of story is this? Without like some kind of hidden secret code message or whatever people will see through. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality of the situation. Is you got to, it's not unfortunate for honest people. So like if you're telling a story, you're just telling a story. But if you have like some message of like, this is the message, blah, 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 right? And it's just on the table, and people bought the product, they're going to be like, well, I bought this product. I didn't even know this was going to be in there. I should have known this from the get-go. I wish you just said it right out the gate, Give people the choice to purchase the product or not purchase the product. And that's the future. The future is going to be all about creating content for people you know and you like and all that stuff. And that's really gonna be it. A lot of people don't like the corporations anymore, and to be quite honest, it is what it is. Corporations are just gonna have to learn to live with that reality. A lot of people are just it doesn't even matter like what the content is. It could be either way. It really can be. And I've seen both. I've seen something from one side of the aisle and then the other side of the aisle. And you're just like, yeah, people don't like that. Just tell the story. Tell the hero's journey if that's what you're telling. If it's some other kind of story, just tell that other story. And that honestly, that's That's all that it boils down to. Sorry, I know that was a lot. I'll try to fit all that in 10 minutes. But anyways, that's it for now. If you like this video, hit the like button. Thanks so much for watching or listening. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud, if you could give that a share, that would be great as well. Appreciate it. Have a great day and see you next time. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow is NaNoWriMo. Well, tomorrow I'll be talking about NaNoWriMo. This whole month is NaNoWriMo, but tomorrow I'll be talking about, or at least in the next episode, I'll be talking about NaNoWriMo. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.